Welcome to Grieving Voices. Today is a Where Are They Now episode, and I would like to reintroduce you to an old friend of mine who I've been following ever since we first talked, and I'm excited to share where he's been because this is me learning for the first time too, just what his updates are. But I've been following him online and I know he's been doing some amazing things. So I'm excited for him to share more about that. But first, Quandell, I call you Q.
Definitely.
Um, please reintroduce yourself to those who may be listening to this for the first time. Just tell us who you are.
Okay, cool. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Quandell Wright. I'm the founder, fashion designer of William Palmer based out of Detroit, Michigan. So that's who I am.
Love it. And we first talked, I actually looked it up just to make sure I get it right, because your first episode is episode 28, and it was published January 5th, 2021. So here we
Yeah.
are over 2 years later. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
I know, right?
And, but we initially talked October 22nd, 2020. And at the time, you had been going through or you had just finished something like that. It was around that time you were working with me in grief recovery.
Yeah,
And I imagine a lot's changed for me in that time, but I imagine so
yeah,
much has changed for you too. And
yeah.
um, so I suggest for those who haven't listened to episode 28, start there because this one will make it'll just be the icing on the cake. This
Yeah,
episode is
definitely.
like the yeah. So listen to
Definitely.
that one first, come back to this one. So please share with me what's all changed for you since then.
Oh, a lot. Um, I mean, my spirit, definitely, start from there. I had a rough that was a rough year for me on every level you could probably think of. Um, but my brand, like my career and everything that I'm doing, a lot of things is elevated, and so it's been a journey for sure. It's been a journey. So from that time to now, it's been a lot of like recovery, a lot of growth, a lot of of course ups, up and downs, that comes with life. But overall, like it's been great. It's been an experience. I walked to Kanye Ranch in 2020. That was a yeah. So fast forward to now with that information, I'm actually kind of connected with the guy that designed Kanye footwear. So yeah, so that's really really dope. Collaborating with Baron Davis, the former NBA player, and been working with Gary Payton as well. It's been really nice. It's been nice. It's been nice. So, but other than that, like my spirit, just the way that I look at life from a different perspective, controlling my emotions and knowing how to get out of certain spaces when I need to, taking my time, grieving when I need to, knowing how to grieve. Because life still carry on and things still happen. I lost a couple more people throughout the years and things like that. So just kind of learning and just learning from what you taught me about grieving and everything like that has helped me a lot with it, and helped me help others with the grieving process as well. So it's been a journey and it's been great. So as for now, I am happy. I
I'm
am happy.
loving hearing that.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. Especially how you mentioned your spirit, like you feel
yeah.
healthier in your spirit.
Definitely feel healthy in my spirit and physically. I've been going to the gym like crazy. I lost almost about 20 pounds. So I'm 16 pounds away from my goal. And
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. And I'm a gym rat now. Like I have to be in there. I'm in there almost every day of the week. If it's nothing, too heavy, I'm doing something light, but I make sure I get in the gym. And I get in the gym and I release, I release stress, whatever, and it really helps. I'm eating better. Intermittent fasting has been great for me. I've been able to clear my mind, and yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So far, so good. It's been good.
And so at the time too, you were just really getting going on shirt designs and things like that out of your
Exactly.
garage, right? And
Yeah.
so how has that changed? Like, what are you doing now in that your line
Oh,
of business there? Since that's been the biggest shift, elevation.
yeah, exactly. I'm still into like the apparel, of course, but now I shifted more towards accessories. So I released like this handbag, the pyramid handbag, and that kind of like just took me off. Like now they just like, oh, you the purse guy. Like they don't even remember the
Oh,
clothes at all. Yeah. But it's great. It's great just being in the public eye, people taking selfies with me, getting invited to places. It's really dope. It's a huge change. Yeah, so I'm
I
getting
want to
used to it still.
I want to celebrate you for a minute too, because I was looking through your Instagram and there was a Grammy winner,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Who sported your purse.
Yeah.
Can you share about that?
Yeah. Mr. Ryan, he's actually a writer for what is the name of that show? I forgot. I last is it last week? Last week Thursday. It's a show, but he's a writer for I think his name is John Oliver. I think he wrote for him for that show. He was a co-writer. And a friend of mine's actually she's her name is Stephanie. She is the fashion coordinator for William Palmer. The stylist of Mr. Ryan contacted her because she knew that she was affiliated with me somehow. And she contacted me like, hey, the stylist need to talk to you. They want to pull a few bags. And I'm like, sure, and the stylist came over, we got connected. She came over and she was like, yeah, you heard of John Oliver? I was like, yeah, and she was like, yeah, well, Mr. Ryan, he write with him and he would like to wear your bag on the red carpet at the Emmys. And I'm like, what? And I had all these, luckily I had some bags here in my studio and I was like, well, whatever he like, whatever you can do, you can take. They took a few bags. They end up, sending me a payment. I wasn't even expecting to get paid for real. I was just excited to have someone just sport it. But he paid for the bag. He paid for the bag, and I still ended up gifting one to him or whatever. And the next thing I know, he wore it. I think they had like a pre Emmys. It's like a Emmys, like red carpet before the actual Emmys, but
Mm-hmm.
he wore both bags for both days, and I was just really excited about it. And it was just a great experience to be put in that space and knowing like, yo, like I'm actually more out there than I think I am, because I still just walk around like a normal person and people like, you William Palmer, you're him. Or they say him, you're him, you're the purse guy. And I'm like, yeah, can I get a selfie? Can I get so it's a great experience. It's really dope. I love it. But that was really dope. That was really dope. And I appreciate Mr. Ryan for that. So he still wear it. He'll post a picture with it, with one of his bags and one of his outfits. I love it. I love to see that. So that was
I
fun.
just wanted to celebrate you for a moment there
Thank you
because
so
that is
much.
so exciting.
Yeah.
I think back to so many of those early conversations and how low that we can feel in our lives. You feel like
Yeah.
you're at rock bottom. And I know your backstory, and to just see you flourish now, just these are the stories I love. It's the triumph stories, right? The comeback
Yeah.
kid, you're just the
Exactly.
epitome
Exactly.
of someone who just kept with it and just stuck with it and never gave up on your dreams and your
Yeah.
goals. And how has this shifted things with your family?
It's I've learned to how I want to put this. I learned to like just be okay with certain things. We can't control everything. Um Family, I mean everybody is well. We functioning better. I would say that we okay. But I'm working. I'm just learning how to stay in my space, stay respectful, try my best to keep peace. And the same as on, her side as well. We trying to understand and things like that. But other than that, the kids is great. The situation is a little bit better. We could kind of like bump heads here and there, but for the most part, it's way better than what it was before. So as time go on, I believe that it can become better. I believe that. But in the meantime, you know, I'm working. I'm in my space. She's working. She's in her space. The kids, they doing their thing in sports and you know relationships. There's all types of stuff going on with them. But you know, we are supportive. We're a great supportive family for one another, and you know, we just doing our best. We're doing the best we possibly can. But it's way better. It is. It's way better. So that's a good thing.
Well, and like you said, you only have control over yourself. And so drawing a
Right.
circle around your feet and focusing on becoming better for yourself, you in
Hmm.
turn become better for your family too. And so
Right.
I love that things have improved in that area as well of your
Yeah.
life. How would you describe the cue that talked to me 2+ years ago? And how would you describe yourself today?
The Q 2 years ago was very like hurt and dealing with past hurt and present hurt. So that's a lot of hurt at that time. Um, very hitting, you know, per se, just trying to stay out of the way. Angry, was very angry. Um, felt misunderstood and didn't understand a lot of things. So it was just a lot of just trying to figure out how to handle things. You know what I'm saying? Because we think life is this way, but then you get this curveball, but life is actually this way. But how can I make life this way? And so it's just, you know, it's just always this. And what I had to realize is that life do throw curveballs here and there, and it's actually lessons. You know, so the Q now is more understanding, more accepting. Um, I'm very, very I listen more now. You know, I was more defensive then, and I could be a little defensive still a little bit, but I'm learning to just hush and just receive the information. And then now, you know, with that, I can, you know, put out the information I want to put out. You know, because sometimes if we just sit there and receive the information clearly and really comprehend it, it might not the situation might not even be about you for one, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case might be, but you have to listen and understand what's going on. And what I had to understand is that a lot of people pain, it's not really pain they inflicted on you. It don't really have nothing to do with you at all. It's just a lot of just a I want to put it like this. A lady might bump you in a grocery store and you might blow up at her, right? That frustration wasn't really for her, but she was the one that kind of shut the bottle to make you explode. Everything else didn't have nothing to do with her, but it was just that moment that just triggered that emotion. Like that was the last little thing that just helped you like just release and just blow up at her. And she looking like, whoa, this lady hate people, but it's not that. It's just that you've been bottling so much pain from your past and situations in your present time, and you're trying to just keep this band-aid or keep this cap seal as hard as possible. But this lady just bumped you just a little bit with her basket, and now you just like because that was like just everything, right? So I had to understand that a lot of stuff that people throw at you is not really meant for you in the first place. It's just that that moment you just trigger a nerve, you just trigger some type of circuit, emotional circuit that they, you know, we
Mhm.
all have, and I'm just that person that they see at that moment. But a lot of pain is not for you. So I had to learn that and I had to accept that because sometimes some people don't understand that. Like okay, that's not meant for me. I know that you had a lot of stuff going on and that's stuff that you have to grieve about and learn how to like kind of like fix that yourself. So I know that's not meant for me. So I can't take that, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh, that was for me. And now I'm doing the same to you because it never stops if that keeps happening. We're not fixing anything. We're not fixing the problem. We're not coming up with a solution and we're not fixing ourselves. So it's just toxic, you know what I'm saying, like energy all day long. But the reality is you didn't cause the pain that I have anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to learn that. I had to learn it. So she's getting better with self-expressing herself too. And I am too in a way. So yeah, listening is key.
Well, and it sounds like you're listening to hear, not listening to respond. And that is the difference, right? It's called
Yeah,
active listening.
yeah,
And it brings me back to, what I talk about, because you're speaking my language, with the tea kettle. The
yeah.
analogy we use in grief recovery is, the tea kettle. We either implode or we explode. Remember that?
Exactly. I do remember
Exactly
that.
what you're
I still have the
describing.
book. As yes, I
Yeah.
do remember that. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Grieving is it's easier said than done, honestly. And listening to not respond is easier said than done. That is a
Mhm.
very hard task for someone to sit there and let someone just express how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody like to hear like the raw feelings about themselves because you already think stuff about yourself anyway. I don't care who you
Mhm.
are, you already have some self thoughts about you, like, oh, I feel this way, and I'm overweight and stuff. Like, so if somebody telling you, like, yeah, I have a problem with you being overweight, you're going to get upset. Like, well, I am trying, I am walking. Like, you're not letting, you defensive now, and it's
Mhm.
just listen because the next sentence may be like, no, you're overweight, but I do see you trying. You will never hear that part because you already just jumped the gun because you heard I don't like how you're overweight. And you like, hey, look, I've been trying. I've been walking. You see me getting up. You see woo woo. And now this person like, I don't even want to talk no more because you can't even let me talk. And now it's a whole. Now you picking. Not now you like, well, when I was trying to talk, and it never stops. But you don't know that next sentence possibly was agreeing with you. Like, no, I don't like how you overweight a little bit, but I do see you trying, and I love that, and I have a few solutions. But we had never get to the good part because we hear the bad part, and we blow up, and we get
Mhm.
defensive. So listening and not responding is very good. It does, yeah, it's very good. So I'm
It's
practicing
almost
that still. I'm not perfect, but it's getting there.
it's almost like when you have purchases that are sitting in your cart, or you because shopping is one of the STIRBs, right? The
Yeah,
short-term energy relieving behaviors. And so
yeah,
the recommendation, I've heard this not that long ago, wait 5 days. Just wait 5 days.
mm,
Have it in your cart and just wait 5 days. And after 5 days, if you still think you can't live without it, at least you've let 5 days pass and you've sat with it, right? It's
mm,
almost like maybe wait 5 hours before you respond
yeah,
after someone
yeah,
shares something with you. And it's okay to say, hey, I just need to walk away and I need to think about this. And I don't want to
exactly.
say something that I will regret later. I want to really give a thoughtful response. And so, can we put a pin in this conversation and come back to it when I'm not emotional, right?
Right,
It's part of
right,
emotional regulation, is knowing when we've met our capacity to articulate ourselves clearly and to also hear um, clearly as well too,
right,
right?
right.
So let me ask you this. um, what is something that you would tell somebody who may be you 2 years ago and are listening to you today? Like, what do you think has been, and maybe it's been multiple things, but
Yeah.
what has helped you the most to like maintain and to keep keep on this track of growth and development and
Um, breathe,
hmm.
breathe. Just I had to like sit down one day, like in a quiet space, and just breathe and look at the reality of a lot of things. Like life is really what we make it. A lot of the situations that we are in is because of decisions that we made. If you make if you making poor decisions, you get poor results. So I had to sit back and just look like, okay, I'm behind on bills because of me, because I actually paid for something else and thought I was able to come back and pay for that, but I should have just paid my bill first. I wouldn't have a shut off notice. Like it just decisions like that, like simple decisions like that will fix a lot of stuff in our lives. Like, okay, This bill coming, I'm about to take care of that right now. I'm gonna just get it out of the way. So whatever else that I want, I could get that whenever I want, but I'm gonna take care of this bill first. I can't afford anything to get shut off. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we cause a lot of disruption in our lives with our decision making. So just breathe and just kind of just look at life from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's really easier than we think it is. Life is really easier than we think it is. It's really based off what we do and how we handle situations. Things happen because that's life. That's just what happens. But I think we have a little bit more control than anybody say that we do. I really believe that. Like if I go outside and throw rocks at cars, I'm going to jail. Like it's, like I can't, like that was a poor decision.
Mhm.
But if I go outside and help somebody that was in a car accident or something like that, I mean, a good reward might come out of it there or later on in life, or just it might not never come, but you did a good deed, you made a good decision, and good things happen when you do good things, and bad things happen when you do bad things. I'm all about energy and frequency as well. I feel like if you have a chance to change, a guy that robbed like 17 banks, he probably would have got away at his 16th bank robbery if he really stopped, but he didn't. So he got arrested on on the 17th one, and he like, oh my God, I should have. But I mean, like your frequency have to change. If your frequency the same, you're going to get the same results. You want to get an outcome that you're not going to like or you can't handle. So people have time to change. You do have time to change your frequency. It's a lot of people in the world that's walking around that we can only imagine what they done in their life. They probably done the worst of the worst that we could ever imagine, right? But they frequency changed and they live in life now. They knew when to stop. And I know, like, when I say this to certain people, they be like, well, I mean, eventually karma. And I'm like, well, I believe the universe is neutral. And I do believe in karma and as such. But if your frequency change, you won't have to worry about that type of karma in a sense. So yeah, the bad results only happens if you keep going. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Mhm.
always depressed, that's why I say I hate saying I'm depressed. I stopped saying that a long time ago. I'd be like, look, I'm fine. I'm going to be okay. I'm okay. This would be the storm will pass. Because the subconscious mind don't know the difference. So I'm depressed, I'm upset, I'm sad. You're building that space for yourself, and that's how you're going to feel. You're going to be more low every day, low vibrations every day. But even through bad situations, I'd be like, I'm fine. I figure it out. I'm not dying. I'm gonna be okay. If it don't work out the way that I think it should, it's okay. I handle that when that come. I can't dwell and live in that space at this moment. It'll be okay.
I
So
remember
that's
when
what I
we
tell myself.
I remember when we first talked, you were just dabbling and started, or you're just kind of dabbling into you were dabbling into meditation, and
Yeah,
you were thinking more along those lines of frequency and energy. And I, at that time, I had just I was a Reiki master, but I've since added biofield tuning, which uses tuning forks and addresses our energy field that's
yeah,
outside our
nice,
body. And I've added stuff to my energy healing work too. And
nice.
so when you speak to that stuff, I get really excited because
Yeah, because it's real.
yeah.
It's real. It's real. For anybody that's listening, please. I know Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Dispenza, yep.
gr- I mean, the guy's top tier. The Becoming Supernatural is like my favorite book. It's very deep. Get chills reading it. Real testimonies, and he show you how to channel your energy and your chart. It's just so deep. He is a great guy. I would love to go one of his workshops. I'm trying to get the money because it's expensive, but it's very, very worth it. I really want to go. But I mean, the guy is amazing. Just kind of follow him on Instagram and seeing the work that he put in, he's definitely like a great person. I could tell that. But please, anybody that's like really interested in becoming more spirituality, allergy, more spiritual, please check him out. Please check him out. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a great author, great doctor. Like he's phenomenal. Like I recommend that book to anybody that's going through. And you don't even have to be on a spiritual, Christian,
Mhm.
whatever religion, it's still a great read because we all have energy. We all have
Mhm.
aura. So it's very great. It's not about religion or anything like that. It's really about self. So it's really a great book. It's really a great read.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Dr. Joe Dispenza was actually told he would never walk again after he broke
Exactly.
his back during a bicycling accident.
Hmm.
And he, with the power of his own mind and his own thoughts, he helped to heal himself.
Yeah.
And so that's what his work is based on. He's actually doing a lot of research at his during his workshops, his
Yeah.
week-long workshops. He's conducting research on
Nice.
meditation and how long to meditate and how, like they're doing research right now during their workshops. And so I just,
I gotta check into that. I love that.
yeah.
I love
Well,
that.
and
He's a mega human for
mhm.
sure.
I saw he was
Yeah.
going to be in Tulum, Mexico. Well, this one of his, I actually just got his workshop notification for Tulum,
Okay.
Mexico, but you'll get there. I have no doubts you'll get there. Put that
Yeah,
on your
yeah, yeah.
vision board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. I am. We definitely have to go. I think that'd be a great experiment as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love his book. I listen to the YouTube the meditations that he
Mm-hmm.
have, the guidance. Great guy, great guy. But yeah, we are mega human. If
Mm-hmm.
we tap in, we can heal ourselves. We can. The testimonies in that book are phenomenal. I mean, people healing themselves from cancer. I mean, eczema, like whatever. They really just tap it in with their inner self, their higher self, and really like figuring out the body. The body already heals itself automatically, but when you really really tap into it, you can really get some stuff done. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss V is right. He did heal himself. He discharged himself from the hospital and healed himself at home. So he's amazing.
Speaking of good deeds, which you mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
and because I want to, I'm curious myself, but at the time when we first started talking, you were inviting young men into your home on
yeah,
almost a weekly basis, just for
almost.
giving them a space that you could create community and
Yeah,
have a safe space for them to talk about their feelings
yeah,
and all of that. Is that something you have come back to? Are you still doing that? Is it something you want to do again?
yeah, yeah. I want to do it again. I'm actually I'm trying to make it a nonprofit organization, and it's actually called Us Men. So um, it's on Instagram. It's at us underscore men society. It don't have a lot of push right now because my brand is like going crazy, but I am trying to like get back into that, and that was a really really dope experience. Like it wasn't really like I didn't have it to where it was like AA meetings or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. We had the TV going, the video game, we had food. It was just no phones, some beers, and we talked. It was just regular conversation, and people share stories. Um, and I always say like you don't have to share the deepest. We're not here for that. We just really want people to feel like this is a safe space, even if you don't say nothing at all. As long as you know and feel like real good energy around you, and it's people that you can talk to whenever you want to. That's more than enough. And people really like. It's a lot of men out here that have to heal. Like we don't know where to go. Don't know where to start. So I want to start it back up for sure. I would love to like rent out spaces so I could have a bigger space and have more men come and we could just converse and just talk about our feelings and testimonies or whatever the case might be for that. So yep, it's called Us Men. I will be like selling t-shirts and all that, soon to raise money so we can so I can be able to have resources and bring resources to them as well because I know it's not a lot of programs for men out here um, or mental health for that matter for anybody because everybody think medicine fix everything, and
Mhm.
it's not. Medicine don't fix everything. It's just a band-aid. But we really need some like internal healing, and sometimes it might just take a hug or like, I do care for you. You are enough. You want to be okay. I'm here for you. That can be the cure. Some people have people out here who don't care about them or they feel that way, but they need to hear that sometimes. And we don't take the time to actually do that with people. So yeah, I did thought about all types of like great ideas like that for mental health for men and for everybody for that matter. But yeah, I feel like a lot of men, um, black and white man, we have I believe we have the highest suicidal rate right now as well. So
Mm.
yeah, a lot of men feel alone, because it's so much entitlement. Like man's supposed to do this, and man, we get that a lot, a lot, a lot, and it's like, yo, I'm human. I just want to just be human for a day, like,
Mhm.
like what's going on? Like, why is us all the time? Like, can I be pampered for once? Can I be a human today? Can I, what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I have feelings too. I do love, I do care, and I want people to do that for me, like love me and care for me as well. So, to the men out there, like there are safe space, there are people that you can contact and talk to all the time. And yeah, you're not forgotten, you're not overlooked. It's just society is just got things twisted up, but we gonna fix that. We gonna figure it out.
And for anyone listening, men, white, black, whatever
Yeah.
ethnicity you are, Q is obviously a wonderful inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
thank you for sharing about that and the work that you are hoping to do and hope to bring to your community. And
Yeah.
um, I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
I
I'm
was
glad. I'm
so,
happy. Yeah.
so looking forward to this conversation with you. Let me ask you this, and I'm biased, of course, because
Hmm.
I'm love grief recovery, and I know that how it's changed many people's lives. But had you never done that, have you ever thought about that? Like in the last 2 years, like had you
Yeah.
never experienced that or learned what you learned through that, the new tools and the new knowledge,
Yeah.
have you ever reflected on that? Like, had you not had that experience?
Of course. Of course. You was definitely a huge impact for where I'm at now. And I tell people about you all the time, So um I don't know, because I thought I was better then, because I come from a dark place before that time. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm back here again. It's something I'm missing, but I had to realize like it's life. It's life. Like it don't matter like how better we get, life happens. And whatever that is, it just happens. I don't know a person that just went through life and nothing happened like negative. Like, it just doesn't work that way. But the tools that you had gave me, helped me equip was is I still use to this day, like because it's true and it's real, and been able to like look at different, like just like Dr. Joe, just been able
Mm-hmm.
to research and find people like him. And it's another guy, he's an artist. His name is Londrell. He's an artist. He's a positive rap artist, and he's very, very good. I'm gonna share some stuff with you. He have like
Yeah.
meditation, a playlist, like a meditation like playlist, like from each it's a title for, it's a meditation for each chakra.
Chakra. Okay. Yeah, I would love that.
And his music is beautiful. And I'm
Mm.
like, see, this is the music that need to be on the radio. Positive
Mm.
energy. This is the music that need to be in your subconscious mind on a daily basis. So, so without you, definitely, it would have been worse for me for sure. And I really do appreciate you all, for giving me your time and really taking the time to listen and really did a great assessment, because anybody can just hear you, but everybody don't listen to you, and that's a difference. And you really did listen to me, give me a lot of tools. I still kind of journal to this day here and there, and that works. It works. Rip it up, boom, I know I was listening to Londrell. He was like, everything that's making you feel upset or angry, depressed, just think of it like a balloon or a glass cup and just break it, like release
Mm,
it mentally, like release it. And you have to. And we get them points. Still go through things. I still get upset. You're supposed to, you're human.
mhm.
That's how I know that I'm still alive. Like if you walking around here like, dude, I'm happy every day. Like nothing happened. Like, dude, no. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to cry. It's okay, but don't live there. Don't live there. Breathe. If you could come up with a solution, try. It's okay to try to make turn things and try to see like, okay, let me see if I can control the bull. We all try it. But if the bull is if it's just too strong and it's just and you know that you losing, it's okay. More bulls that come for you to control. More, it's okay. Just let that one go. It's all right. You failed that one. You got beat up. Cool. You didn't die. So we got another chance. We can figure it out. It might take weeks, but we have figured it out. So I appreciate you a lot. I do, and I do tell people about you all the time. So this is great, and I'll be able to share this, and people be like, "Oh, that's what you was talking about." Like, yes, follow
Aw.
her, get with her program. You know what I'm saying? Like, sign up for her programs and stuff like that, because you are a very, very important person to the community. To the cultures, different cultures, and things like that. And people need to hear this because grief recovery that's not being talked about a lot still to this day.
Mhm.
Um, People might try to get you to do yoga and meditation, and that's fine. But how do you grieve?
How do
Don't
you
know how.
grieve? Mhm.
How do you grieve? And they don't know how. They don't know. And some people like, I don't care to. I just move on. Like you can't. That's just pain. That's just another. It's like another arrow in your back. You gonna carry that around? Like no, man. Just take that arrow out and just gotta fix it. You gotta grieve. You gotta let go. So thank you for that, for them tools and everything. For real, that
Thank
helps,
you for
and it helped with
sharing
my
that.
kids. Yeah, it helped with
Yeah.
my kids. Like my teenagers, I let them express themselves, and I be honest. I'm like, hey, look, if you gotta cuss a little bit, don't get crazy, but express yourself because I want them to know, like, I'm your parent and I'm your friend too, because you can be both. Just know your boundaries, but I want you to tell me how you feel. I want to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Mhm.
understand you. I want to know how I can help you. So I do, what I'm saying? I do allow that. I do let them express. I do let them, do things like that. And it helps. It helps. Yeah, they write their own little notes and stuff like that. And I got the little one. She listens to affirmation for kids on
Oh.
YouTube every morning. Yeah, she the happy person. She don't she's sick, so I love myself. I only love me. I love only
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh.
okay, you don't love no okay, you taking it real deep. Yeah, she like, I only love myself. But that's good. She know her worth, so that's good. And I love when she do that. And even when we walk to school, she like, I love myself. I'm brave. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. And just telling my kids that you are in control of your day. So when you get up, you structure your day. Because the moment you don't do that and you walk out this door and somebody say something to you, now your structure is all over the place. You're not who you need to be that day. No, you get up and look in that mirror like, hey, look, you the one. I love you. You look good. You look handsome. You look beautiful. You cute. You fine. Look at me. This it. I'm the one. I'm gonna be this. I'm not. Hey, and when you leave the door, you like this, and anything that's negative that's trying to break through that barrier, it's gonna be hard to because you already solidified your worth. You know who you are. So anybody say something negative, okay, cool. You think that I know who I am. I'm good. Just don't touch me, but we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a great day. I understand you. We good because we don't have to battle with everybody. Some people ain't worth it. They don't even understand their worth. They don't know what's going on. They didn't structure their day. They upset. They energy everywhere. Let them be that. Get away from the situation and still carry on with your day because people are going to think what they want. People want to say what they want, but as long as you know who you are and what your purpose is, and you walk in that purpose, you will be just fine no matter what. And I tell people this, I said, I just want to be happy no matter what. And people say that, but you have to understand this. When you say I want to be happy no matter what, that means you have to be happy during divorce, separation, losing someone, somebody firing you. If the kids is, especially like for moms and stuff, like kids, home and all that, every things get crazy, bills. You have to be careful what you ask for because things happen. Keep your structure, keep your energy. It's going to be okay. You will figure it out. And some things are meant to happen. Let it happen. The unknown is not as scary as you think. We learning that because we so comfortable with, okay, everything. This is nice. And as soon as something get dark and we be like, hold on, I don't like change. Things are changing. I don't like that. I don't like how we don't like that, but it's okay. It's okay. So thank you for teaching me that, and thank you for like sticking it out with me and still been accessible to this day. I just been like crazy busy, and I definitely still want to send you a handbag, but you're on my list. Yeah, but I just been crazy busy. I'm just everywhere. I've been like California back, and I'm just like this. But yeah, I do appreciate you a lot.
And I love hearing the ripples of that work that
Yeah.
you did. And it continues. And that
It
is,
continues.
yeah, just like there's ripples in grief, there's ripples in healing too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
thank you
we
for sharing
human.
that.
Yeah, we human. It's okay.
That could seriously be your future TED talk.
I know, right? I
Thank you
know.
for that riff. I absolutely love
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. You definitely belong on TED Talk. I can't
Not me,
wait.
you. That whole riff you just
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I love it.
doing. I'm actually doing. I had a meeting with the Detroit Pistons, so I am doing a charity basketball game July 11th from 2 to 5:30 p.m. at the Detroit Pistons practice facility. That's somewhere like Midtown. I would love to send you an invitation. If you would like to come, I could send you like a pass or something like that. I'm doing like a panel. I'm doing a panel from like 3 to 4, and then we doing the basketball game. So I want to raise. This is actually dope. This might actually work out. So I've been looking for someone that practices like that, that's in the mental health field, that actually put in the work, that actually help people. So my minimum, I'm trying to donate $500 to that organization, and $500 to an organization for stop the violence type of
Mm.
program.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have that. I do love what you are doing. So if we could somehow like donate that money to you so you can carry on with what you're doing, I would love to do that. So
You could actually
yeah,
sponsor someone for a grief recovery program.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
be cool.
That'd be cool. But I would love to donate that money to you so you can continue your practice in what you're doing, because you are like so helpful. And we were sitting here and I'm like, I don't know anyone with and how I was thinking about it, I'm like, where are the nonprofit organization like mental health like organizations? I couldn't think of none. And I was just like, you know what? We have figured it out. So I'm talking to you, and this is exactly what you do. Like, you actually put in the work, you actually help people. So if we can raise the $500, I would love to give that check to you, and
Oh,
you can use that money to get books, or just maybe that might pay for somebody's section, or whatever the case might be. I would love to donate to you. So we got a pitch deck. I think it should be completed today. You can send me your logo. We could put it in the pitch deck and your information. Let me see, information like your company, when it started, what you do. We put it in the pitch deck, and if you have like a PayPal or whatever it might be, we could put that in there too, so people could donate throughout
oh.
the next couple months. While we send the pitch deck out, and we will send you the pitch deck too, so you can send out to
I can share
whoever.
it. Yeah.
You can share it, and people could donate to you and whatever, and then we raise the money. Hopefully we do, but we raise the money, and we can give you, we can give that check to you on top of whatever you got for your donations. We don't have nothing to do with that, but I would just love to help you out with your journey as well because you helped me out a lot. So yeah, that'll
Oh,
work. Yeah. So July 11th, if you can come, it'll be
oh
great for
my
you to
gosh,
come.
that would be amazing.
It'll be beautiful for you to come. I'll send you 2 passes. So if you, one of the kids or someone, um, I would love to come and check it out and have a great time. You definitely can. And we can show you around Detroit. You can kind of get,
Yeah.
yeah. Detroit is
Oh,
beautiful. Downtown is beautiful. Like Dan Gilbert he just reinvented everything. He just took over everything, made it beautiful. So
that's
it's
amazing.
nice. It's nice. So yeah. I'll definitely keep in touch. And I do have an assistant, and she is like very, very great because I respond very late because I got 1,000 people calling me and inboxing me, and they want stuff. So, but I do have a great assistant, so I'll definitely give you her information. And if whatever link that you have, like your PayPal, if you a GoFundMe, whatever link you want to create, just send it with a bio. We want to start promoting on Instagram so people could donate to you and your work, and we still want to, write you a check on top of whatever you earn, so that can help you out too as well.
You're amazing in all
Thank
the
you. You're
ways.
amazing. You're amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so glad we reconnected again and that you are my first Where Are They Now episode. And I saw something in you back in October 2020. I
Thank
saw
you.
something in you and I was spot on. I was spot
Thank you.
on. So
Thank you.
it's awesome to see you thrive. So thank you for sharing your time with me today. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Um, just be you. Be you to everybody that's listening, that's going to be watching this. Be you, love you, care for you, learn you, learn who you are, walk in your purpose and breathe, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So we're going to be fine. Yeah, we're going to be fine. So
Beautiful
be great
message.
all the time.
Beautiful message. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And remember, when you unleash your heart, oh, I do want to say, I will put all the links to how people can reach out to you, how you prefer they reach out to you. Okay.
Okay.
In
Okay.
in the show notes. Um, and where can people find you now, like on
Yeah,
social
of
media and
course.
stuff?
Yeah, Instagram, um, the QX William Palmer, Facebook, Quandell H. Wright, full name. Um, email, that's long, but it's Q Wright at WilliamPalmerCollection.com. So people can email me there, find me on Facebook, Quandell H. Wright, WRIGHT, or Instagram, QX William Palmer. So I do look at my DMs. I do take a day and be like, okay, let me see what's going on. So I do, and I do respond to people, and people get very, very excited. And I'd be like, okay, hold on, I'm just a regular person, but they'd be like, you responded to me. Oh my God. So it's nice. I love that though. I really do. I love making people really, really happy. And that's really cool. Like I love it. It's sweet.
Humble
So
Q.
yeah,
Humble Q. I love it.
always.
So I will put the links for all that in the show notes. And in the meantime, remember, when you unleash your heart, you unleash your life. Much love.
Much love.